Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of The Geekly here on our YouTube channel. We are coming to you today with some awesome segments that talk about Halloween, getting on a popular talk show, and a wonderful possible new film that we think you may love because of the change of a director. So that's what our show is about today. Let's do our quick introductions. Hi, everybody. My name is Amira. I'm from fourhatsandfrugal.com. And I see a lovely lady named Sarah over there. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, I'm Sarah Ruhlman from sarahscoop.com.
I'm Tessa with mamasgeeky.com.
I want Amira to intro me because I want to get a lovely lady, Amanda, over here from Guide for Moms.
I thought you were going to say Beyonce this time. And we have one more lovely lady.
Hi, I am Tanya Lamb from LolaLambChops.com.
Yay, we're all here. Okay, so I think we have so many things to talk about with you guys today, and I'm super excited to hop into them with these ladies here. We have a wonderful segment from our resident Disney fanatic, Miss Tanya Lamb, and I think she's going to tell us about Halloween, fall decorations, and food, which is our favorite subject. Is that right, Tanya?
It's a hodgepodge of fall at Walt Disney World. So before I had done a segment when I went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, and then I went back to Walt Disney World last week. And so I just took some video of like the fall decorations that they had, and I did find my new favorite Halloween treat. And then I saw Happy Hallowishes from California Grill, so you'll get a little bit of that angle.
Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, let's watch it.
Halloween treats at Walt Disney World in Magic Kingdom is the Maleficent Waffle Cone. It is a lime ice cream with a chocolate cone and, of course, chocolate horns. You should definitely try it.
Come out for a swing and wink. Happy haunts materialize and begin to vocalize. Grim gritty ghosts come out to socialize. As the moon climbs high on the dead oak tree, spooks arrive for the midnight spree. Creepy creeps with eerie eyes start to shriek and harmonize. Grim grinning ghosts come out and socialize.
It is I, Jafar. I'm sure you wouldn't dream of starting the fun without me.
Why, you're dead right.
Well then, let me treat you all to a little sorcery in the sky.
Tanya, that looked delicious. Delicious. I need a snack now.
I know, but I will say though that a Maleficent cone will turn your teeth green, and it turns something else green that I can't really mention on here.
What? Oh, she put a spell on her cones too. You better watch out.
But it's worth it. It's worth it.
All right. Next up, we are going to talk about, me and Tessa is going to talk about the new director announced for Suicide Squad 2, which we have, I know it's been a controversial subject, right? We have very mixed feelings on the show. Some people are not liking it. Some people are liking it. Some people don't like the director. Some people do. So we have mixed feelings on that. But we are just going to talk about him coming into the movie because, first of all, Suicide Squad 1 was so bad, right? Can we all agree on that? Can we all agree how terrible Suicide Squad 1 was?
It wasn't that bad.
Oh, good.
It was bad.
It was bad. So we're going to talk about how we think at least the new director can change things around. We're hoping. That's our hope. So take a look.
Hey everyone, Tessa and Amanda here, and I don't know if you missed the news, but last week they announced that James Gunn is officially hired to write and direct Suicide Squad 2. Personally, I'm excited. Clearly, I'm a fan of the man. I adored what he did with the Guardians, and Suicide Squad 1 was not good, and it's made me not be looking forward to Suicide Squad 2. Now I'm super excited. What about you, Amanda?
Oh yeah, well that's what I said. First, they could have hired Ronald McDonald, and he would have did a better job in Suicide Squad 2. But hiring James Gunn, I am super excited because I think he's a great writer and director, and I think if anyone can turn this around, he can. So I'm excited. And yeah, today, right, you have a list for us to talk about the top, what is it? The top 5 reasons why?
Top 5 reasons why we can trust James Gunn with Suicide Squad 2.
All right.
I think I'm excited. Let's get into it.
Okay.
So first of all,
number one, right?
Number one, his music. I mean, think about it. Whether you like Guardians 1 or 2, okay? Because I know you don't. They're high on my list. But the music, you got to admit, it feels every single moment is just propelled forward with the music that he chooses. And I really, really think that, Suicide Squad had decent music, but it wasn't James Gunn music. And I'm so excited. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for Will Smith to start singing, "Do you want some pina coladas?" Right? James Gunn, can you throw that in there? I'm just saying, that was like my favorite song. That was it. Well, I mean, it's a popular song anyway, but when Guardians, the first one came out, I mean, I must have sang that in my head, couldn't get it out for at least 6 months.
I know, it's so good. And then he picks the perfect song for each situation, which I really, really think Suicide Squad lacked. It was a great soundtrack, but it just, they weren't right in the moments. And I think that's something James can fix.
And Will Smith, hello, he's like, started out as a musician. Could he have not had some say in that? Right?
Well, he should have.
That's not, well.
Maybe it would have been better.
Yeah. Anything would have been better. Anything. I hated everything there was about Suicide Squad 1. So anything could have been better. But you're right. Like Guardians music, I wonder the soundtrack. We'll have to go back and look that up, how it ranked like on the charts, because it had to. It had to, the soundtrack for the Guardians.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And I'll tell you, in an interview with him, he said he always picks the songs first and he writes the script around the songs. And like,
what?
Yes, I know.
He's totally motivated by the song. So he's gonna be bringing it with that. He is gonna be bringing it with that. All right, let's tell. Number two. I'm excited.
Okay, number two, the humor. For me, Suicide Squad had so many one-liners that were so bad. The one that stands out that I think about constantly, that I'm sure was a last-minute addition and was horrible, was when, if you remember, which you probably slept through most of it, so you might not, they had the app that controlled the collars around the Suicide Squad members. Yeah. Someone blew up someone, and Harley goes, "Now that's a killer app." I
don't
mean,
remember that. I must have been sleeping.
isn't it the stupidest? Because it was bad.
Well,
And
corny.
it's like punchlines like that you're like, ugh. And now James, yes, there's some corny humor in there, of course, but it's good. Like, I don't know. I really think the humor is really going to be a hit with this. And that's something I thought Suicide Squad really, it broke my heart over, because I love a good, like, little comedies in a movie that can be dark and gritty. And I think James Gunn is the perfect person to add humor to a dark and gritty situation.
I think out of all the Marvel MCU movies, that Guardians had the best humor. And I said that to my husband when Guardians of the Galaxy 1 first came out, and he was like indifferent on it. He was like, And number one thing I said was like, oh my gosh, though, but the humor in it made the movie. Like, I was like, that was like my favorite thing of the movie, how it just made the movie. So out of all, I'm telling you, I can't even think of another one that I thought was like as humorous as Guardians. So
I think Thor's a little bit, Ragnarok is
that's the second one that came to mind. But I'm still like, no, but God, I think Guardians beats it for me. Guardians beats it. So
yeah, dance off, bro. And then when he goes, "I'm distracting you, you big turd blossom." Like, that's so funny.
You gotta throw you throw turds and poops in there, I'm gonna laugh every time. So I'm just saying, you're looking for a quick one, like funny on me, James Gunn. Throw a turd jerk up in there, and you have.
Oh, so I think we agree on that for sure.
Yeah.
The third thing is the cast. Now, I don't know that there was a major problem with some of the cast. There definitely was in the original Suicide Squad. There were a few people that I think it was the bad writing that got to them. But I still want to see Will Smith in there, and I kind of still want to see Margot Robbie. I'm her, or, and I said it before in one of my lives, the girl who plays Kim Wexler, I don't know the actress's name, in Better Call Saul, I think would also be a really good Harley.
See, I don't like any of the cast of the first one. Well, except Will Smith, because he's sexy. Sorry, Amira. Right? Sorry, Amira. I know she said Will Smith, she likes him, but he's on my list too. So they can keep him for that. But I didn't like any of the cast. First of all, I don't like Jared Leto as Joker. I never did.
Yeah.
I don't like the whole punk rock Joker or whatever. And to me, he just tried too hard. He was trying too hard that it didn't seem realistic to me. All right. He didn't have enough time in the movie to really prove himself. But the time he did, he should have really owned it, and he didn't for me. I'm not a fan of Jared Leto as the Joker. And I know you said you don't like Harley Quinn in this movie, but
I adore Harley.
I know that's like one of your favorite DC characters. I know, and I love her too. But I think it was terrible. I do. I think she was terrible for this. I think there were so many other actresses they could have had that could have nailed the role.
Yeah.
So
see, that brings me into the next reason, though, is because I really think a lot of it is the script, right? And the writing.
Yeah, that's true. So your fourth is writing.
Fourth is the writing and the script, because
I guess they could have saved Harley with a better script with this.
They can only do so much with what they're given on paper, right? So, and I mean, Margot Robbie was amazing as Tanya Harding in I, Tanya, if you've seen that. She was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it was just what she was given with. And with Jared, I know you don't like the look. I don't like the look either, don't get me wrong. But I know they filmed a lot of stuff that wasn't even in the movie. So perhaps, I know he was trying hard to get there, but maybe there was a road there of him getting crazier and crazier that we just didn't see because they cut it out.
I'm still not convinced on that one. But yeah, definitely.
Well, the good thing is
there were so many just
there were plot holes and it didn't make sense and nothing connected.
I agree.
But here's the best part. Amanda, I don't know if you know this. I think maybe we talked about it. But did you know this isn't even, it's not even going to be a sequel. It's Suicide Squad 2, but it's a whole new thing. So they can easily recast and easily recreate backgrounds, recreate stories, certain things that happened that were a horrible flop.
Yeah.
He can just write around and fix, which I think James Gunn can do.
Will they even call it Suicide Squad 2 then? If it's like totally...
I'm not sure. I don't know if it's been said, but it's technically Suicide Squad 2. It might be like Suicide Squad and then another title. I'm not sure, but
Well, I'm glad they're giving him a fresh slate. I'm glad because we just want to look. Can we have an amnesia pill on top of it so we can just totally forget everything about Suicide Squad 1?
Yeah,
and then just go in there.
I'll take it. Do you take it when you go in?
I will. I will.
They give it to you with your ticket.
All right. Last but not least,
and we kind of touched on it a little bit. I mean, he's got something to prove, right? Right now, he's got a lot of controversy around him, and whether you agree with it or not, we've said before, some of the Geeklies on here don't agree with it and don't agree with his actions, which is fine. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and I think he's got a dark cloud
with his actions, but it was like the whole apology type process. So yeah, I think we all don't agree with the actions, but you're right. He has something to prove. Like he's coming back, and it's kind of like this is your second chance, and DC is giving it to him, and I think he is like this is.
I think he's gonna hit the ground running with it.
He's gonna hit it running, and he's gonna come with his best stuff for sure.
I think he is
for sure.
And if the Guardians weren't his best stuff, I mean, look, this could be amazing. We know he's great at writing for ensembles, right? That's what the Guardians is. The Guardians is a ragtag group of heroes. Suicide Squad is a ragtag group of villains. I mean, it's very similar. I'm super excited because I went into Suicide Squad after seeing all the reviews that it was horrible with a wide open mind saying, please, 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 I love these guys, and still being ridiculously disappointed.
Yeah.
Harley's one of my favorites. Joker's one of my favorites. I'm big for DC. For me, it's Batman and his villains, right?
Yeah.
So it's Poison Ivy, it's Harley, it's Catwoman, it's Joker, it's Penguin. Those are my favorites. So I'm really excited to see where he takes Harley. I hope they throw Poison Ivy in the mix. I don't know. I'm really, since they're starting from scratch, they can really put different, collection of people in there. And I'm excited to see where it goes.
Me too. I'm excited. And I have really high hopes. And if DC's listening, they can also go and cast him for the next Batman's. Like this is a thing, maybe they'll put him on some more stuff because y'all need help is all we're saying. Y'all need help, and you have one, we think, savior for that franchise of the Suicide Squad. So keep it going. Go start working on a contract for some Superman and some Batman with him or something like that. But I'm excited too. I'm super excited. I think it's going to be great. And do we even have a date when it's coming out?
No, we don't know anything. And I would say James is usually all over social media posting updates, but I mean, he's in silence since all of this stuff in July, I think it was.
Yeah, July. So which is understandable, and he should be, I would be, but yeah, so I'm going to keep an eye out for trailers because we're going to be bringing those reactions.
Yes,
we're going to be bringing it. So yeah, it's going to be great. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Let's check back and see if we convince Tanya and Amira to be excited too.
I love seeing you two talk about Suicide Squad and your views, and I love that you gave us a top 5, and we can decide which ones we agree with you on. And you might have made me a little bit excited. So let's see how this all pans out. And we'll probably be talking about Suicide Squad a little bit more later on in our season here in the Geekly. So stay tuned for that. If you are into that, if you're into DC, we still love you. But we will be talking a little bit more about that later on in the season. Last but not least, we have an awesome segment from Sarah, who is still in LA, and she's going to give us the scoop on how to get tickets to what show, Sarah?
The Talk.
Oh, I love it.
And not just any tickets, these are priority tickets.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys really need to pay attention to this segment. So here's Sarah's segment. Check it out.
Hi everyone, it's Sarah with sarahscoop.com, and today I'm going to be taking you on my trip to a viewing of The Talk. So first of all, if you've ever wanted to go to The Talk, here's what I did and here's what you need to do to get priority seats so you're sitting in the first or second row of the show. Trust me, it's way better. Any seat is pretty good at the talk based on the size of the studio, but sitting in the first or second row, you feel like you are so close to the table, so close to the ladies talking. So first of all, you're going to go to One Iota for your tickets. You'll go on there, you'll request your tickets. You can view the calendar so that you can check and see what's going on. If you're going to be in LA anytime soon, you can look at the calendar and see the dates. For the talk, I would suggest looking pretty close to when you're going. I believe I got my tickets about a week before. So you're going to want to sign up early-ish so that you can get on the list. They told me that they definitely honor people that are not in the LA area or have not been to a showing of the talk, which surprisingly, there were quite a few people who had come back for repeats. Like all around me, there were, let's see, like 6 different people just in the vicinity of where I was that had said they had been to multiple showings of the talk. So people are definitely signing up for tickets. Everyone agreed they're pretty easy to get. You'll just sign up online, request your tickets, and in order to get priority, you need to have never been before, I believe. That could just be the reason that I got priority, but it is helpful. So if you haven't been before and you want to get priority, go ahead and sign up, and whenever it has you fill out why you're a fan of the talk, go ahead and type in there that you're coming in town, you love the talk it up, of course, and then they can get you a priority ticket. So then you will go to Studio City where CBS is. You'll go to the CBS studio and you will arrive. I believe our check-in time was at 9 a.m. So you'll arrive around 9, and I did attend a double showing. So you might want to double check to see if that's different, but we checked in at 9 a.m. and you will go through security. There's a long line there. So plan on that. You'll get there, you'll line up, you'll go through a metal detector, someone will check your bag, and for the double showing, they did encourage you to bring snacks. So you can bring whatever can fit underneath of your chair. So you'll go through security, and then you'll go through another person who will give you your ticket. And this ticket is numbered 1 through 250, maybe 300. I'm not sure the ending. My number was 19. So you will go through and he'll check and make sure that your ID matches up. I had a guest with me, and they called me 3 or 4 times probably confirming I would be attending the talk and that my guest name had not changed. So they're pretty strict on that. So then after you get your ticket number, you'll go through another person who will take a photo of you with your ID and your ticket. So they'll take that picture, and then you'll move on, and you can go to the restrooms or you can go to the seating area.
The waiting room. You can see all the people here. We're waiting for the show. Everyone's checked in about an hour early, and pretty soon we're gonna line up to head inside to the show.
So in that room, everyone goes into the room. You are sitting there waiting. They have a photo booth, which sadly was not working when I was there, or I would show you how that looks. So you have a photo booth, you have the waiting room has cutout pictures of the girl, and then you just kind of sit and wait. They do come on later. You'll wait for a little while till everyone goes through checkout, and then someone will come in with their megaphone getting you all pumped up for the show. But don't get too excited because you still have some more waiting to do. So you'll line up, and you'll line up in numerical order. So this is a shot of everyone that was lined up. As you can see, the line really goes far. So you will again wait in that line, and then you'll walk through, and you actually walk through the CBS studio lot. So you'll see names of shows that you recognize. There was a ton of different types of like trailers, little bungalows that had the names of shows on them. So you'll keep walking through, and you can have your cameras out at this time. So you can be snapping photos on your phone. Then you'll go through another line, and at this time they'll tell you, okay, your phones need to go off when you enter the set. So then you'll go through the line, and at this point you are waiting and you are walking in the line, but they keep it going along a little bit. So then at this point you line up and get sat by your number. So just because you're number one in priority, that person, I saw their ticket, they actually sat in the third row. Number 1 and 2 were in the third row. They kind of seat you though. If you're in priority, you're guaranteed to sit on the bottom part, which is 4 rows, 3 different sections, and that's about 4 people on the side sections and 8 in the middle. So you have a good chance. And actually the person that sat on the other side of my guest and myself was number 57. So they just kind of fill you in. But really you'll have a good seat no matter where you end up. So then you will go ahead and enjoy the show. They give you 5 minutes to snap as many photos as you can before the show starts. And there is someone there, he's pumping the audience up, getting you going. You get ready to cheer at the talk when you go. So you'll be clapping a lot, you'll be cheering, you'll be up out of your seat. And then during the show, you'll sit and you'll watch. They'll have guests come on. The interaction with the actual host was very minimal, actually. A couple of them did talk and were kind of fun. And then they had their additional guests because Julie Chen obviously isn't there anymore. So sadly, I didn't get to see her, but they had a guest fill in. So then as the show goes on, a lot of people were talking about the reason that they come is because they get some freebies at the end. So I received a free book and a free gift card for a jewelry company. So then after you sit through the first episode, if you're there seeing the double tapings, which I went on a Monday, which they said was very rare for it to have a double taping on a Monday. And they said most of the double tapings are on Thursdays. So during the double taping, you have a small break and they will give you a banana, a granola bar, and a cup of water. So not a bottle of water, like a cup of water, but they'll refill it for you. And you have a little bit of time that they bring you out of the studio, I'm guessing, to like reset the stage and things, which fun fact, they actually, when a guest comes, they switch the entire table to make room. So it's actually a bigger table. You have like 30, 45 minutes to have your snack. And if you brought food, that's when you can eat your food or use the restroom again. And then you'll go back into your seats, and do not be rushed if you are worried about like getting back into a good place. Like if you had a good number or you enjoyed your seat, because they have you sit in the same seats that you were previously in, which is kind of nice because you just are comfortable there. You're sitting around the same people, that kind of thing. And then you'll watch the show again, and after the show, they exit you out the same way. So basically, that's the experience for you. And I hope that this helped you. If you are interested in going to a showing of the talk, that's how you do it.
Oh, we're back. Well, hold on. I'm taking notes because people are going to need to know how to get on the Geekly Show when we are famous. So look, I'm helping y'all out right here. That was some good tips, Sarah. That was some good tips.
I can't wait for us to have an audience. It was so fun. It was just like so different. You get to see the show being in person and really feel like you're a part of it.
Well, thanks everybody for watching our episode 8 now, right? And don't forget, stay geekly!